live viewers. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week 3 here, the final day of week 3 here in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League's Dungeonbowl. We're gonna have a good one tonight. It's the battle of the champions. Tonight it will be Nurgle Burgle Boys versus Jingles all the way. Nick Satan versus Venger. Nurgle versus Orcs. Nick Satan, the current league champion. Wait a minute. Is that for Nick Satan? What's that? Thank you for the bits. Nick Satan, the current league champion. Venger is the current Dungeonbowl champion. Let's take a look at the standings. This will be a Division A match tonight. It's actually a doubleheader tonight. Both will be replay matches, so they'll go by pretty quickly. We'll just do both of them back to back. We won't do 2 separate streams. We're going to do it all together. Let's just watch these final 2 games together, shall we? In Division A, currently a minor matter in first place. Nobody can catch him this week. Jingles all the way, currently in 3rd with 3 points. Nurgle Burgle Boys in 5th with 1. Week 3. This is the midway point of round robin in the Dungeonbowl after 5 weeks, after every team has played every other team in their division. There'll be a cut to the top 4. The top 2 teams in either division, Division A and Division B, will advance to the semifinals. Both teams tonight, Jingles all the way and Nurgle Burgle Boys, looking for a win. Jingles all the way definitely wants a win to move them up that ladder to get themselves into 2nd place. The Nurgle Burgle Boys, however, almost need a win tonight. If they don't get a win tonight, they are almost certainly eliminated from the competition. They've got to try to pick up a win here tonight. And it's a Nurgle team, it's tough to do. Division B has finished their week with Tracksuit Mafia in 1st place, one of 2 undefeated teams in Division B. Bonsai Legends, that's the Underworld team coached by newcomer Berserker Tempest. They're in 2nd place. Pity the Ghoul in 3rd. Petting Zoo Players in 4th. Knee-High Enough follows in 5th. And then Genus Chaos in 6th. But tonight it's 2 Division A games. And oh, you know what? I actually took the B-roll this week. Why don't we look at these rosters? First up, we'll take a look at the Nurgle Burgle Boys. They are coming in with a TV of 980. They have a full roster of 11 players. This is a Nurgle team. I don't like Nurgle teams. I think they're kind of bad. But again, Nick Satan is the league champion. Maybe he can make it work tonight. If anyone can, he can. But you can see right there, they don't have a lot going for them. They're a distant cousin to Chaos, I guess. You'll see the models, the pieces look very similar to Chaos pieces. He does have all of those 6 Rotters. They're like Beastmen. They're not that great. They have Decay. We'll talk about these skills in just a second. They have Decay. They have Nurgle's Rot. So you'll notice the Nurgle Burgle Boys as a Nurgle team, they don't have an Apothecary. They don't have a Necro either. So what do they have? They have Nurgle's Rot. All 11 of those players have Nurgle's Rot. Nurgle's Rot means it's basically like a better Necro. If he takes out a player who's strength 4 or less, Necros only resurrect strength 3 players or less. If he takes out a player that's strength 4 or less, he can resurrect that player to be a Rotter on his team. And there are, of course, exceptions to that. The standard exceptions, like you can't already be undead, right? You can't have resurrection or decay, and you can't be stunty. But otherwise, you can res a player for your team. That's great. Decay, not so great. Decay means that when you make a casualty roll, you actually have to roll 2 of them, and you have to take both of those results. We don't often talk about casualty rolls, but casualty rolls are the 3rd roll in that armor break sequence. So when you have to roll an armor break, you first roll to see if you break armor. If you do, then you roll for an injury, and if that injury is a casualty, then you roll 1 last time on a d68 to see what your casualty is. If you get that far in the chain, players with Decay have to roll twice, and they have to take both casualties that they get. So pretty brittle players, but that's also why they're 40k. He has the Nurgle Warriors. These are these in the Beast of Nurgle. These are, in my opinion, the stars of the show. These are the players to watch out for. The Nurgle Warriors. They have disturbing presence. They have foul appearance. So foul appearance means that if you try to take a block on them, you have to roll a d6 first. If you roll a 1, you're so disgusted by their look that you won't take the block at all. Disturbing presence, that is the key important skill that he has on this team, and I just don't know how effective it's going to be for him tonight. Disturbing presence, on the other hand, gives a -1 to passing actions. I should be more specific, really. They give you a -1 to passing, to interceptions, and to catches. So, but more importantly, they have an area of effect of 3 squares. So not only do they have an AoE of 3 spaces and give you a -1 on these passing skills, but they also stack. So if you're within 2 players that have disturbing presence, that's a -2. And if that wasn't bad enough, these players just have to be on the pitch to have this disturbing presence. They don't even need to be standing. So long as they're on the pitch, disturbing presence is in play, and that can shut down a passing game very successfully. That may come into play tonight, but probably not. He's up against an orc team. Orcs are traditionally a running team. We will see in just a minute that Jingles All the Way does have a thrower, and he does have a passing game, but well, we'll get there. He's got the Pestigores. These are basically his blitzers. But you'll notice the first thing you say is like, oh, they're a blitzer. Where's block skill? Yeah, they don't have it. They've just got horns. Horns aren't bad. It's going to give him a +1 to blitzes. But otherwise, he's just getting that extra movement out of it. And then, of course, he has the beautiful, the luxurious Sarah Jessica Parker. That's the big gal. That's the beast of Nurgle. She also has disturbing presence. She has foul appearance. I don't know why. I think she's beautiful. And she has mighty blow and tentacles, of course. Those can absolutely come into play tonight, and they can be very difficult to deal with. She has that strength of 5 as well. However, she's easy to lock down with just an AG of 1. 3 TRRs, 1 fan factor tonight. Not a lot going for him with the staff, right? Doesn't have a lot of fan factor. He's got the rerolls he needs at least, but no cheerleaders, no coach assistance. He'll be up against Jingles All the Way. Jingles All the Way is an orc team. Now, that Nurgle roster was a little underwhelming, right? That was basically a TV 1000 roster. He's up against another new team, not a new coach, but another new team for the season. Jingles All the Way, this is Wenger's team. Wenger is the current reigning Dungeonbowl champion. He has this orcish roster. Contrast that to the TV 1000 Nurgle roster. A TV 1000 orc roster is solid. This is just a solid Blood Bowl roster. You'll see he has those 4 black orcs. They have a strength of 4, really solid. Everybody on this team is super resilient except for that goblin, but he's looking at AVs of 9 almost across the board. He has the blitzers. He has 4 of them, and they do come with block. He has the big guy, ho ho ho, green giant, the troll, and then he has a goblin. So the reason he has that goblin, other than being stunty and having dodge, of course, and being able to get through defensive lines, is he can chuck that goblin with the troll if he needs to. Finally, he's picked up Chili's baby back ribs. That is a thrower. That gives him a passing game. Now, of course, he can pass to the goblin, but look at the blitzers. They're all AG3. They are perfectly viable receivers as well. The short pass is a very real threat with this team. That's where disturbing presence is going to have to come in. Nick Satan's going to have to leverage disturbing presence to try to shut down the pass, and by doing that, that means his formation is critical. He doesn't have a lot else going for him tonight. So he's going to have to play around the disturbing presence and make sure he's able to spread the disturbing presence out or double it up as necessary to try to maximize the usage he's getting out of it, shutting down that passing game. Otherwise, I think Nick Satan just has to fall back on good Blood Bowl fundamentals tonight. He doesn't have a whole lot going for him other than the fact that he is the league champion. And so he's just going to have to fall back on good Blood Bowl tactics, good Blood Bowl fundamentals. Again, these are two champion players. They know how to play the game. And don't think that just because on paper, if oh, I'm up against Nurgle tonight, this is going to be a cakewalk. It doesn't mean that. You're up against a good coach, and so you're going to have to be careful. Even though he doesn't have skills, it's still a pretty solid bashy team, Nurgle Burgle Boys. So Wenger is absolutely going to try to outbash him with those black orcs, with those blitzers. He's going to try to get the player advantage. On offense, he's going to cage up. He's going to open up those holes. He's going to move that cage down the pitch. Nick Satan kind of has to do the same. He's just going to have to fall back on solid Blood Bowl fundamentals, protect the ball carrier, stop the opposing offense from gaining ground, and just watch your marks, take a key blitz, you know, hunt the person that you want to blitz them down, leverage pitch control. That's what it's going to have to come down to tonight. He's not going to have any real petty cash to play with because these are two TV 1000 teams. 2 TRRs, 1 Apothecary, 1 Fan Factor. Not a lot going for Jingles all the way in terms of staff either. They are down 1 reroll compared to Nick Satan, and that's a big difference. There's a huge gap between 2 and 3. Nick Satan might be able to leverage that. He might be able to reduce those rerolls and force Jingles all the way to be in a very different position with no rerolls as opposed to having 1 banked, because that changes the odds significantly when you're talking about a 1d6. All right, let's get this game underway. This is a double header tonight. We have another game that will be just a few minutes after this. When this one ends, we'll just take a few minute break. We won't end the stream, and we'll get into the last game of week 3. Both of them are Division A games. I gotta back out. I don't want to spoil the game for myself, and I forgot where my cursor was. All right. All right. Here we go. Second to last game, the penultimate game of week 3. Sunny skies here. We're at the Exxon Pepsi Arena. Oh, my favorite arena. The Nurgle Burgle Boys. There she is, Sarah Jessica Parker. Ended her career in acting to take up a career in Blood Bowl. Beautiful. What a beautiful story. Speed Beaver says, my favorite Pepsi flavor. And there's Jingles all the way, coached by Wenger. Wenger trying to defend his title here in the Dungeon Bowl. So far, no one has successfully defended their Season 1 titles in this season. We have brand new champions for the Chaos Cup and the Spike Magazine Trophy. See if Wenger can defend his here in the Dungeon Bowl. And it looks like Nurgle Burgle Boys are going to be on offense. Jingles all the way has a +2 fame advantage. What? Wow. Wow, Nuffle is kind. Nurgle Burgle Boys picked up 1 babe, so that'll give them a +1 on their knockout roll. When you are knocked out on the following drive, you roll a die for every player that's knocked out. On a 4+, you'll come back onto the pitch. This will make it a 3+ that he has to roll. That's right. Non-subs get ads. There's nothing I can do about that. But for subs, I turn the ads off because there is something I can do about that. Quick snap. Nurgle Burgle Boys are going to get moved into 1 adjacent square. Wow, very shallow kick by Jingles all the way. They didn't have a kicker, so probably not intentional. Maybe it was. Turn 1 for the Nurgle Burgle Boys. So you can see here, both teams setting up with a 3-man line. 3-man spread defensive line. The Nurgle Burgle Boys said, fine, I'll match you 1 for 1 there, right? He's got strength 4, strength 4, strength 5, strength 5, strength 4, strength 4. Lifey says, you could make it so that subs get ads. You can. Yes, you can. 2-die block on the right side of the line. Has to spend the reroll here. Wow! Wow! Not a good first turn for the Nurgle Burgle Boys. Double skulls, spent the reroll, got another skull, and that's it. Not only was it a skull, it was a... Whoa, that's wrong. The intro. Not only was it a skull, but it was a both down result. The opposing player had the block skill, and that means that he'll stay standing while the Nurgle Burgle Boys player is knocked down. Probably should have went with the block on the left side first. Yeah, if you don't want ads at all on Twitch, you still have an option for that. You can pick up Twitch Turbo, and then nobody can force ads upon you. There's that foul appearance in play. Tried to take a block on Sarah Jessica Parker, but she was just too disgusting to look at. Didn't want to touch her. 2-die blitz in the right wide zone now. Good block down. Zero Sugar got stunned. He was stunned because he had low blood sugar. Two marks now on the current ball carrier. It's gonna get the 2-die block over on the left side of the line. Gets a push. Jingles all the way, shifting the rest of their defense, soon to be offense here. Nurgle Burgle Boys on turn 2. You can see this glowing blue square. This is disturbing presence. This is where it's active. 2-die stand-up blitz gets a push. He's going to try to get this Nurgle warrior out of harm's way and get them back on the ball, playing some protection. SPB versus Turbo is so much better than a cable subscription. You get so much Blood Bowl. Ah, Cliveus, thank you for that. Entirely untrue, but thank you. Nurgle Burgle Boys, after that blitz, are able to recover and set up a cage here on their own 6-yard line. Turn 2 now for Jingles all the way. Two-die block on the right side of the line. Good, clean hit on number 13. Remember, these routers have decay, so if the armor breaks and the injury is a casualty, they'll have to take 2 casualties. Two-die block on Sarah Jessica Parker will just be a push. Now here's the blitz on the front left corner of the cage. Two-die blitz, double skulls, has to spend the reroll. Look at a knockdown here. Brett Blitzers are great. I love Brett Blitzers with Fend. With actual Fend, not me calling Wrestle Fend. 1 mark on the ball carrier by Jingles all the way now. Playing very orkishly. Lots of marks on the ball carrier. I have no idea what the Nurgle Burgle Boys are going to do. The boys stand up their down Nurgle Warrior. They're going to take a 2-die stand-up blitz. They're going to get the knockdown. All of these players, almost all of these players, very, very resilient players with ABs of 8 and 9. Sarah Jessica Parker's really stupid. And now she will not exert any tackle zones until she passes that really stupid roll later in the drive. 2-die block on number 2. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Gets a push. Nurgle Burgle Boys doing a great job here. Open up the lane to move the ball carrier. Moves him, shifts him laterally to the left first on turn 2. Back to the right on turn 3. They had to spend a reroll here on the dodge. Desperately trying to protect this ball carrier. Turn 3 now for Jingles all the way. 2-die block. It's knocked down on the rotter. It's a stun. Well done. The Goblin now in play. Bringing in the assist, actually negating the assist. 2-die block on Zero Sugar. This will be a push. Blitz by the blitzer who got behind the cage. He's now moving in front of the cage. Pushes away the front left corner of the cage, moves back to center pitch. Jingles all the way, shifting their defensive secondary here over to the right side. Failed the roll there. Took a 2-die block, double skulls. That'll be a turnover. So many skulls this game. 4th turn of the game. The boys are up. Sarah Jessica Parker shifts 1 space to the right. She is no longer really stupid. She read a book. She's good. 2-die block on the goblin. Best part of waking up. There's a goblin in your cleat. There's a stun. Wow, another skull. Not gonna spend the reroll. Oh no, and he got injured. One-man player advantage now for Jingles all the way. Failed the regen roll. He's gonna be out for the game. No Rotter either, was it? No, that was a Nurgle warrior. That's unfortunate. It's one of the 3 disturbing presence players. Just Sarah Jessica Parker and the other Nurgle warrior are all that remains on the pitch that are exerting these area of effects here, which you can see by the glowing blue squares. 2-die block on the front of this would-be cage. 2-die block on the number 14 Rotter over in the left wide zone. So many skulls this game. Jingles all the way, just continuing to apply this what? Double skulls again, has to spend his final reroll, gets a push. And now Jingles all the way, no rerolls remaining for this half. They're gonna have to change their playstyle a little bit here because action order is going to be absolutely critical for them for these remaining, for the second half, second quarter. Now it's just death! I hope to see it. Turn 5 for the Nurgle Burgle Boys. Second quarter begins. Desperately trying to find a way to keep this ball safe. They're going to do a stand-up blitz with a Rotter. 2-die block. They're going to get the POW on Like a Good Neighbor. State Farm is in the ground. And then they'll take a mark on the number 7 Black Orc. Going to retreat here. He says, I can't get through this defense. Let me regroup and try again on a future turn. We'll get 3 corners on this cage. Going to take a 2-die block back at the line of scrimmage. Not going to work out due to the block skill. He's going to hold on to that reroll. I think that's just fine. Turn 5 now for Jingles all the way. They stand up the number 5 blitzer. They mark the number 9 Rotter that's down pitch. They're going to take the 2-die blitz. It's going to work through the block skill. Can't break the armor. Trying to get his money's worth out of that decay skill. If you can't break armor, it's not going to matter. Like it says, slowly moving back, like SPB said, eventually he'll get pushed back into his own end zone. Jingles all the way, continuing to apply pressure to this cage. Relentless pressure. They have no rerolls left for the half. Two-die block on Sarah Jessica Parker herself. Gonna get the push with the troll and follow up. This frees up the number 2 blitzer. It's gonna move down pitch. Play in the secondary. Exerting tackle zones. You can see, man, Wenger doing a really good job here. Look at his positioning. Look at all the tackle zones. Just look at this. He's got tackle zones here. He's got tackle zones here. 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 He's got a tackle zone here. 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 There is nowhere for the boys to move. Blitz with the back left corner of the cage. He's going to try to free up the front of the cage here. Gets the POW. Hard to take these black orcs off the pitch. He says, sure there is, backwards. Looks like he's going to move laterally to the left. I mean, where else do you go? He's running out of turns to try to score here. SB Beaver says far right lane is quote unquote free. Sure is. Good dodge to try to protect this ball carrier. Can the Black Orc get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 2-die block over in the right wide zone. Nope, at center pitch. No, right wide zone. Good. Another 2-die block in the right wide zone. Really trying to take these pestigores off the pitch. Not happening. Gets stunned. On Garth Brooks. 2-die blitz. Back in the right wide zone. Another good knockdown here. I think this is really good play by Jingles all the way here, going after these Rotters. Really trying to capitalize on the fact that they have decay. Still able to apply effective pressure on this cage with just 2 players. Gonna bring in a third. SP Beaver says, can he even score now? Technically he can. Will he? Probably not. Jingles all the way, sets up for the surf in the left wide zone. The Goblin comes in. Failed. What on earth? What on earth? I mean, I don't... Oh, it's my sorry. I don't know where I cut out. So a little behind the scenes, actually I have a pedal that I use to key up the mic, and sometimes I get excited and I take my foot off the pedal. Thank you, SP Beaver. So he tried to punt it there. Where else was he gonna go? There really was nowhere to go. His entire cage was marked. He couldn't go forward. He couldn't move laterally. He tried the YOLO punt. I might have tried... No, I think that was fine. It was impossible, but I think that was fine. We'll see if Jingles all the way is going to capitalize on this. They still have 3 marks on the ball here, so it's going to be tough to gather this ball up here on turn 7. They could very well do it on turn 8. Get a stun on Wild Cherry. Here comes the blitz. 2-die blitz on the number 3 Pestigore. Both down result. Well done. Good action order here by Jingles all the way. Wow, took the 1-die block. They're really trying to free this ball up. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's not free, but he got it. Oh! 1-0. Well done. No rerolls left. The 4+ pickup to the dodge to score. What a half. What a half. Well done by Jingles all the way. He is the Dungeonbowl champion. And he's here to hold on to his crown. Really well done. I think there's 1 turn left. 1 turn left, turn 8. Unless there's a riot, and then there's a 50-50 chance that there could be a 2nd turn left for the Boyz. They're going to get another attempt here on offense. They're in a bit of a pickle now. It's 1-0. Jingles all the way's defense scored. That means for the second half, they're going to be on offense, and that gives them lots of options. When you're up 1-0 and you're up on offense at the beginning of the half, you don't have to score. You could stall if you wanted to. Oh, wow, and there it is. There's the riot. And the Boyz don't have to roll for the pickup. Nuffle is saying, score. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, perfect. Oh, all right, cool. Where was I? Let's see it again. There you go. Oh boy. You get the extra turn, you don't have to roll for the pickup. Perfect. What more could you ask for? You move a player down pitch, he's trying to score. He double GFIs. Oh, I applaud the effort. Turn 7 now for Jingles all the way. Oh. Blitz on the ball carrier. Oh boy. Both that result's going to work due to the block skill, and the ball's going to scatter right next to the blitzer. Is he just going to try to pick it up? No, he has no rerolls left. He says, let me take my blocks. I have a whole half to play. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, got the extra turn he needed. Didn't have to pick the ball up. And that's the end of the turn. Oh my! Jingles all the way with the... Oh, if you're unaware, if you're new to Blood Bowl, here's a little known rule of the game. You can move up your movement allowance. In this case, an MA of 6, you can move 6 spaces. And then you can move an extra 2 spaces beyond that if you want. That's called going for it. For each good pass there, for some SPP, he's going to hand off. I don't know why. He wants to prove he can move this ball down pitch. No! You can GFI, you can make up to 2 GFIs. For each one, you have to roll a d6. On a 1, you fail. And that means, if you know odds, if you know probability, a 1 in 6 chance of failure is a 900% chance of failure. If you're actually new to Blood Bowl, don't write that down. It's a 1 in 6 chance of failure, which is about 17%. 2-die blitz, gonna get the POW on the Rotter, vanilla. Gets a stun, the ball's gonna scatter out of bounds. It's not gonna matter too much. Oh boy. I don't think anybody can get there. So this is going to be the end of the first half. Jingles all the way is going to be up 1-0. He's going to try to take some blocks here, try to get player advantage for the second half of the game. Two-die block by the troll, gets the POW. And that's it. 1-0 at the oh, Sarah Jessica Parker, beautiful. 1-0 at the half. Jingles all the way is going to be on offense here. They're going to have a one-man player advantage. That was a half. That was a great half. One-man player advantage. They're going to be on offense. Flavia says, that's the nice thing about being out of TRRs. Loner no longer matters for action order. That is very true. You have no rerolls to spend. The loner has no effect on you. Is that a 4-man line? 4-man line here, defensive line for Nick Satan. He's got one Nurgle warrior off to the right. Not sure what that's about, but Jingles all the way is going to block him down for sure. Looks like they're going to avoid the line here at mid-pitch. 2 players back to receive. Here's the kick. The Boyz do not have a kicker. And the weather's going to stay the same. Wow, kicked right to the sideline. Very short kick. Turn 9 now for Jingles all the way. Yes, you can see the action order here. He's going to move free players over to the ball to protect the ball first. He'll probably try to pick the ball up last. But by doing this, if the ball pickup fails, he's got some protection on the ball. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Double skulls on the block roll here on turn 9. Had to spend the reroll. Two-die block on the right side of the line. This will be a push. Levy says, who's picking the ball up now? The Goblin? Yes. I mean, I guess I don't know for sure, but I would imagine. This This mark here. Good mark. 2-die blitz in the left wide zone. Gets the pal on the number 12 Rotter. Look at that punch right in the face. It's a stun. See if there's any use that's going to come out of that stun. Oh, he's not going to pick up the ball. He's just going to keep it safe. Fair enough. Turn 9 for the Boyz. The Boyz send the number 14 Rotter down the left wide zone. He's going to fill in the line here. Stands the players back up. Blitzes with Sarah Jessica Parker. 2-die blitz on the Troll. Wow. Said, you know what? I'm fine with both down results. I think my defense is in good shape. Turn 10 for Jingles all the way. Lifey says, is he not even going to try to pick it up? Maybe not. He doesn't have to. Again, he's in the lead. If he thinks it's secure, then he might be okay with this. In fact, he might be okay with trying Nick Satan to well, he picked it up now, but he might have been okay with Nick Satan coming to fight for this ball, fail to pick up, and have the ball scatter out of bounds. Good stun in the right wide zone. Good movement with the blitzer. When you blitz, you can do one blitz a turn that is effectively a movement and a block all in a single action. That block will cost one of your movement allowance, but otherwise you can move before and after that block however you see fit. So a mistake you'll see new coaches make a lot is they'll go in for the blitz, they'll take the block, and they'll leave that player staying put, even though they have additional MA that they can spend to reposition that blitzer into a better position. You saw Wenger do that right there. Wenger with a really solid game. We talked about this in the pregame. Ooh, failed the GFI. Have you not learned your lesson? Spends the reroll. GFIs fail. 900, perhaps 9,000% of the time. One die block. Gets a skull result. He is done. The Nurgle Burgle boys. Giving up these turns pretty easily here. It's only the first 2 of the half. Wants to hold on to his 2 rerolls. 2's not a lot, so I feel it. I think that's okay. 2-die block with the number 5 Black Orc. Gets the knockdown. Gets the mark on Sarah Jessica Parker. How dare you! 2-die block on Sarah Jessica Parker. Another both down result between the big guys. This time, the Troll is stunned. We'll see if the Boyz can take advantage of that. Turn 11. Clypheus demands death. Too much armor. I agree. Blitz toward the ball carrier with the Rotter. Gets that 2-die blitz with horns. Push and follow up. He has a mark on the ball carrier now. I'm sorry, with the Pestigore. He brings the Rotter in for a second mark on the ball carrier. The Nurgle Burgle boys really need a win this week if they have any reasonable hope of staying alive in this competition. Like a good neighbor is injured. What's the player count now? Is that 10v10? 10v10 on the pitch. SB Beaver says this is the furthest Nick has had the ball down the pitch. He doesn't have the ball yet. 2-die blitz with the ball carrier. Has to spend the reroll after the double skulls. He's going to get the knockdown here on the Pestigore. Did not follow up. He's going to dodge away. Looks like he's going to try to cage up right where he is. 2-die block in front of the cage. He's going to get a knockdown and try to... Well, he was going to try to set up the surf. Doesn't need it. Vanilli's KO. Well done. One-man player advantage now for Jingles all the way. Turn 12 to the Nurgle Burgle boys. Final turn of the third quarter. trying desperately to get at this ball. They're running out of time to win this ball game. In fact, dare I say, they might have already lost their opportunity to win. They might have to play for the draw here. Two-die block with Sarah Jessica Parker. The Nurgle Beast. The Beast of Nurgle. My apologies. Gets a push. Two-die block on the number 9 Black Orc. We'll get a push as well. Didn't follow up. He's not going to get another... Alright. He's not going to get another block on the Black Orc. Instead, he dodges away the Rodder. Another good dodge by the Rodder. They have an AV of 3. That means a positive dodge gives them a +1, which makes that dodge a 3+. Turn 13 for Jingles All the Way. Final quarter of this game. Jingles All the Way in the lead, 1-0. Currently in control of the ball, but they are out of rerolls. Good knockdown on the number 15 Rodder over by the cage. That says so much dodging. What is this, a SARS team? Wow, I'm surprised that Jingles All the Way is fighting so hard over here in the right wide zone. I would have moved the ball away, but I'm also a chicken. Two-die block in the front, at the front of the cage here in the right wide zone gets a push. Two-die block in front of the cage, another push. Turn 13 for the Nurgle Burgle boys. Two-die block on the Goblin. He's going to stay standing. There's a mark on the ball carrier again. You can't say Nick Satan isn't trying. He's pushing hard toward this ball, trying to pick it up. Two-die block by the Beast of Nurgle. Finally gets a knockdown here. She has to always knock you down. How does she never not knock you down? Good GFI here by the Rodder to get the second mark on the number 4 Blitzer. Another good dodge by the Rodder. A Supreme Unleaded down pitch. Turn 14 for Jingles All the Way. I'm going to call this. I'm going to say the Boyz cannot win this game, but they can certainly tie this game. Two-die block. They don't have the reroll. Double skulls. That's it for Jingles All the Way. And now, turn 14 for the Nurgle Burgle boys. They're absolutely going to go after this ball. First block on the Goblin. They'll get a push. Currently, they have a two-die block. They're going to blitz with the Pestigore. Here's the POW. Where's the ball going to scatter? Out of bounds. Scatters into the hands of the number 15 Rodder. Scatters into the hands of the Troll. And now the ball is sitting right behind that Troll. Nick Satan would like it in a better spot. We can still go after it. Dodges out. The number 4 Pestigore goes after the ball. This is a 4+. This reroll is going to make it a 3/4 chance. Failed the roll. Good effort there by the Boyz. Turn 15 for Jingles All the Way. Nick Satan's still not out of this. Two-die blitz by the player on the sideline. Gets the POW on the number 4 Pestigore, who will level up provided they stay alive. But now Jingles All the Way has this ball, and they're going to run it down to the Boyz' 6-yard line. Boy, man. Failed Goblin dodge. That's it for Jingles All the Way. They don't have a reroll. Oh, the Nurgle Burgle boys. They've got to get this ball. They're going to move a player into scoring position because they have to end in scoring position this turn. That's regular unleaded. Good stand-up blitz by the Pestigore. Two-die block. Has to spend the reroll here. Oh, no! It's a skull! Oh, no! I think that does it for the Nurgle Burgle boys. Jingles All the Way now on turn 16. They're going to move this ball all the way down to the Boyz' 18-yard line. They're going to take their blocks. KO and 0 sugar. Doug the Minotaur demands death. Anything will do. I don't care who. Anything. That's a turnover. That's it for Jingles all the way. Turn 16. Final turn of the game for the Nurgle Burgle Boyz. Can they make anything happen? Nope. Oh, you got your wish, Doug. I'm sorry. I don't know what else the Nurgle Burgle Boyz could have done. It's just, they just needed to play solid Blood Bowl. I think they did, but it's just not enough. Not enough against this Orc team. Well done, Jingles all the way is going to win this one. Wenger is going to stay alive in this competition. The Nurgle Burgle Boyz, while not technically eliminated, are all but eliminated from the competition. But don't worry, Nick Satan has already secured a spot in the Blood Bowl. He's in the upper bracket, so we will see him again with his devastating Lizard team. But we've still got 2 more games with the Nurgle Burgle Boyz to watch. SPP for this game, 10 for Jingles all the way, 8 for the Nurgle Burgle Boyz. Oh, man. Oh, man. Super solid game here by Wenger and Jingles all the way. All right, we got one more game coming up. And that will be the final game of week 3. That is Tainted Cocktails at Womb Guardians. That it's scheduled for 9 o'clock, but you know what? Just give us a few minutes. We'll reset the graphics and we'll just do it now. We'll do it now while we're all here. That will be Malik versus El Nubarino. That's Chaos versus Kemri. I'm eager to see this one. So yeah, give me I don't know, 5 minutes. We won't stop the stream, and I'll just reset the graphics, and when we're ready to go, we'll get this final game of week 3 underway. We'll see you back here in just a few minutes.